this point was based off. So you're saying you want a smaller house with a ton of kids, so you can have more shenanigans.
No,
So
I'm just
you can
saying,
be
like,
closer to your kids when they're having their sexual experiences for the
No,
first time.
I'm just saying it's not as bad as people think. Like, it's not. It's okay to sacrifice
I feel like
some
you're
space.
you're pre-justifying the fact that you're gonna have a small house with a ton of kids, so that they don't
Yeah.
hate you, and you're just trying to be like, it's actually better than you feel like it is, despite you not having a good time.
Yeah, I'm already like making up the excuses.
Show this
That-
video when they're 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, see, you can splooge anywhere, son. I won't care. I'm sorry.
It'll turn. I'll have TVs installed behind the walls of every single
God.
room, and then it'll just like turn on instantly at random hours of the day, and this scene will air.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how honest I would be with my kids either.
Oh, I would be super honest unless like the topics of conversation bring about any sort of like permanent anxiety. Like I would
anything.
No, I would make my kids anxious just so that they can learn how to be anxious.
Jesus
so that like
Christ.
when
Fuck.
yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because then otherwise something's gonna happen like in the real world and it's gonna make them anxious. They're not gonna know how to fucking cope with
it's
it.
okay, but it's not like there aren't enough external factors that would cause anxiety within someone.
That's true.
one person.
Like school in and of itself is its own thing.
The weather.
Yeah, that makes sense.
just trying to construct any sort of meaning from experiences that are new is going to induce some sort of anxious feeling within like a 7-year-old, because that's when they have all those like dumb questions and they're like, why when I inhale do I get to keep living, or something stupid like that. And then but then they're just like, they're freaking out because then they're like, well, I just held my breath and then I passed out. Has that ever happened to you guys? You guys ever like
What?
experiment? I remember one time when I was really young, I would like I don't remember where it was. I think I was at my local pool, and I was taking swim class, and I don't think I quite grasped the concept of oxygen.
Oh god.
And I was underwater, and I was like, I wanted to see if I would like continue existence if I just stayed underwater, and I held myself underwater for a long time. And then this my swim instructor had to like save me, and she was like, you can't do that or else you'll run out. I was like, well, this is a learning experience for me.
Is that what you also said as a kid? You were just like you were there gasping for air, and then your teacher just asked you, why would you do this? And then you just like say in a deadpan voice, this is a new experience for me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I'm getting incredibly anxious, and now I'm learning how to deal with this. So you should really just let me do all of this stuff,
Yeah, let
so
me kill
that
myself.
everything doesn't feel like a existential threat.
Yeah.
That'd be a really advanced teacher and
Dude,
7-year-old.
I have, when I was a kid, I have a very graphic story when I was a kid.
Let's get it.
So like I mean it's not graphic. Well, it's graphic in the sense that like it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember as a kid, I loved beets, and I still do. I remember, but I think it was like maybe my second or third time eating beets, and I remember just eating a shit ton of them as a kid. And then like a couple hours later, like I take a shit and it's red. And I think that I have like my period or something. And so I tell my dad, I yell my dad, probably like 11 or 12.
Okay.
And then I yell my dad, like, Dad, I'm having my period. And then he come upstairs. And then he comes upstairs and he looks in the toilet, and then he just flushes it and walks away. And he says, no, it's just the beets. And I'm like, ooh.
Then he was like,
She's not trans. Get over it. I did not say that.
Yeah, he said that too.
He said
Oh yeah, that for sure is like, I'm assuming for my dad, like one of the top 5 moments of like my stupidity as a child is when I showed him my poop because I thought I had my period when I didn't, because I'm a man.
yeah, because you bled out of your ass as your period.
Yeah.
Oh God, that sounds painful.
That's why I put a graphic label on it before I told my story. Come on now.
That was powerful of you to warn everyone.
That's right. Lesson learned, everyone who didn't know that eating a lot of beets, that's what happens.
Wait,
You're welcome.
was it actually so the beets cause internal damage, or
No,
was
no,
the beets just red?
No, the beets. No, do you know what fucking beets look like? They're red
No,
on the
I
inside.
don't think I've had a beet.
They're purple and red.
Yeah, so that's what
Been a
happens.
while.
Like it tints. I don't know. I guess like it just tints your intestines like the color of the beets, and then it
How
just
do you
comes
know
out.
that you didn't just have internal bleeding?
Your dad was going to the dead the next day. He's like,
Yeah,
whoops.
that's right.
I used to think that shit happened when I drank red Gatorade, and then I told my mother about it, and she was like, "No, your Gatorade doesn't make your poop red. You're bleeding in your intestines," and that's how I found out that I had precancerous colon polyps.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, or you may want to.
no, it was kind of weird because
I should be dead.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know, but for years, I was like eating. I mean, in high school, I ate a lot of like bulk protein, and I googled why you bleed out of your ass.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons was if you eat a lot of bulk protein, you could just bleed out of your ass. So that was like pretty much my explanation all the time for years why I was just bleeding out of my ass. But then one time I had this, I like drank a lot the night before. So I was like, this doesn't explain why I'm bleeding out of my ass. This could be a problem. You know, this could be a different thing. So
any doctors listening, please comment.
well, no, that's when I had to talk to a doctor, and they were like, "Oh no, you need a colonoscopy right away." So then I had my pre-20-year-old colonoscopies, and it turned out that I had this I had a weird early onset precancerous like issue in my asshole that they had to take care of. So it was like I don't know. I don't know if I feel older or if I feel younger because of the experience when that shit happened. You know what I mean?
It's
something that happens to old people.
That's true. Is that the fun fact you use like when you're meeting new people for the first time? Is it like, oh, I got a colonoscopy when I was a teenager?
I'm just like, I know there's something that I've done that you for sure have never done.
Yeah, that's right.
There's just no chance in hell.
Yeah.
Lord.
That's crazy. Well, mine wasn't like bleeding red. It was just like kind of the tint of beets.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I thought you meant you were at first when you said that. I thought you meant you were like chewing on beats, like headphones. Like
why would that be?
Were beets even around like 12
No.
years ago? No. Were they?
No, they probably just started.
They started in middle school for me. So, if that,
So maybe.
Are
I
beets
don't
even
know.
good, dude?
no,
No. Yeah.
They look cool though.
they're like the Jordans of headphones. They
I
look
don't really know
nice,
what that means.
but they're made poorly, and they just slap a crazy price on them.
Sennheisers are like the Teslas of audio.
Shit.
So what's that supposed to mean?
Hot take.
Sennheisers are pretty nice. They
Yeah.
use good materials.
I like
They
them.
last long. They're made by Chinese people.
Please
they're great.
sponsor us.
Is that like
Please-
unique?
No, that's why it's like Tesla.
Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Tesla was made in the U.S.
They were until like last year when they made the like Gigafactory.
Wait, that's in China?
Yes.
All the Elon stands are probably happy. No matter what he says, they'll be happy.
That he's making stuff in China now.
Elon Musk once called a man that saved a child from a tunnel a pedo. And he got like 30,000 retweets. And the guy almost died in the process. Like, that tunnel story was great. That was like the point where it's like maybe humanity has hope. The entire world came together to watch these like 12 little boys be rescued in Thailand. People died in the process of doing it. And then
Wait,
2
what?
weeks later, they all You don't remember that?
No, wait, what tunnel story are you talking about?
In Thailand, like 2018, the soccer team after practice went in the caves to like have fun, and their coach was like a 25 young guy, brought them in a cave, but then it started raining, so they got stuck in the cave for about 2 weeks, and eventually they like all these people, all these governments came together, and they sent like these SWAT teams who like swam through the caves and took out the kids one by one, and it was just like this insane story because one guy died in the process, but all the kids were saved and they got to like see the World Cup after. It was really nice.
And you reduced it to like a funny tweet.
And Elon was supposed to send like a rocket to go save them, a machine, and it didn't work. And for some reason, one of the guys like, we're the ones doing the actual work. Don't believe all the corporations that are sending machines. Like, we're actually swimming and getting them. And Elon was like, shut up, pedo.
Yeah.
Got him.
And then he kept going for like 5 more tweets saying like, I don't know, you're the one that like flew 5,000 miles to go
Like,
touch a bunch of little boys.
Yeah, more like Guy Land.
Wait, why would you go in cave? I mean, that honestly, the beginning of that story sounds a little bit suspect. I mean, you go into caves to have fun. I mean, that sounds like something else that we talked on the podcast, or not on this one, but on an earlier podcast about what is it, the mutual masturbation or the group masturbation?
How is that the same?
It's a gentleman's club. Wait.
Yeah.
This was 10-year-olds who wanted to play in a cave.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I totally forgot that.
How is that the same at all?
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
What do you mean? How would it not be the same?
Because they didn't go to jerk off. They were just like
I mean,
playing
how do you
hide and
know?
seek probably or something.
Well, maybe like the coach wanted to. Maybe he was a freak. Maybe
Took
maybe
them
he,
all.
yeah, maybe he was a pedo and Elon Musk called him out.
No, Elon wasn't after the coach. He was after the guy that saved the coach. You know, in the process, they actually flooded all the farms because they had to pump out all the water from inside the mountain in the cave to get to the kids. So they actually flooded they flooded all the farms nearby.
So they
Yeah.
so they saved 12 kids and then absolutely
country.
ruined like 100 different families.
The agricultural economy of Thailand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, maybe they didn't. It probably only ruined it for a couple days, but the gist of it is a little funny. Those farmers are probably just like, oh, come on. Like, I spent all year getting this crop. It's about to be ready. And you just dump 37 million
Just let
gallons.
the kids die.
Yeah.
They're probably dead anyway.
My God.
Lord.
What about Elon Tusk?
Elon Tusk.
And then, but instead of making a car, he made like an electric elephant.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that-
100% electric, full self-driving elephant.
No, it's actually just like Elon Musk makes a cameo in Ice Age the movie, and his name is Elon Tusk.
Mm.
That'd actually be kind of funny.
I mean, it would make sense. His whole thing is like saving the environment.
Yeah.
And Ice Age is about how in the past the environment was ruined, even though
Yeah.
there wasn't. I don't understand what their message was, because they were trying to make a message in like the third Ice Age movie. They were trying to make like a. Do you guys remember the third Ice Age movie with Drake and Nicki Minaj?
What?
Wait,
There-
no, I've
there
never
was-
seen the third one. I stopped after the first one.
So the third Ice Age, or it might have been the second Ice Age movie, there was like a weird climate change message, even though it was like in the Ice Age. They were worried that like the ice was melting, which was supposed to be like a message for modern day. Be like, you guys should look out for the Earth. Even though if you think about it, back then the Earth was changing. Then that means climate change is just a natural occurring process.
Oh, that would be the conclusion from the movie.
Yeah, but they were trying to make it like maybe you should like watch what you're doing, like
Because secretly
dinosaurs.
gave fire to like the
Yeah.
deniers.
Exactly.
Or it's like an analogy, and it's like they're already fucked in the Ice Age, so that means that it's trying to say that we're already fucked here.
Well, that would be fire for the deniers,
Oh yeah, that's true.
because if it's already fucked, then there's nothing we can do, and we should continue burning down trees and garbage.
Amongst other things. We burn a bunch of shit.
Why did you get all mischievous when you said other things?
I don't know, like
What are you talking about?
oil.
What are
It's-
you talking about?
Fossil
it's the-
fuels, natural gas.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about?
I love 9/11. No, not at all.
That
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Oh God,
Would you drink a beer if it tasted like cum?
no. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I'm trying. Maybe I'm trying to do like a user research, marketing query.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's a
that's me.
focus. It's a focus group, Lance.
Who am I the focus group of?
Also, don't look inside your bottle.
Oh my God,
Transparent cum.
that'd be the most powerful superpower in the world if you could just change people's drinks, just
That'd be-
poison anyone, and they'd have never know what happens.
But you don't actually poison them. You just make them drink cum
But they would notice
all the
that.
time,
They'd be like, "Oh my God, someone got my drink."
or they just be like, this is delicious. I don't know why. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, but then you'd have to admit that you made it come.
Somehow I feel fuller already.
I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't.
This goes back to this one thing. I remember I was in a car with one of our friends, and we were talking about whether it was someone else's story, so I don't want to steal the story. But basically, the joke was that like, is semen gluten free? But I think the answer is probably no.
That joke has been made enough where like I feel like I've already heard of that.
You might have heard it from one of
I
our
think you
friends.
probably heard it from me.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh man, what's new with your life, Roy?
Oh, I got some pho. Oh wait, yeah, I totally forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, I got some pho after my workout. I'm gonna eat it after recording. But I love the place just because it looks like, I mean, it literally looks like an abandoned restaurant, and you have to drive all the way to the end of the restaurant. Like in terms of like the building space, like you have to drive away all the way to the end, to the very back, and then it's just this very small corner that's opened. And it just totally looks abandoned, but they have the best pho. It's delicious. Never suspicious.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. Ooh. I'm very excited to eat that.
Wait, so that's how you're supposed to say that?
Pho? Yeah.
Suspicious.
Delicious.
Pho. I thought it was pho.
Oh, is it?
You're saying it with like an A.
Pho. I've heard,
Like FAW. is
yeah,
what you're saying.
I've heard of it as pho.
It reminds me of the hummus stand from our really woke professor. And he gave us this hummus recipe, but he kept saying
Oh.
hummus.
I hated that guy. I hated him.
He taught social justice.
Yeah. No, don't worry.
No, that's literally what he taught.
Yeah, that's what he taught.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gave us some I guess his own hummus spread.
And he kept saying that.
Hummus. I
That's
think
so
he even
annoying.
I think he even said it with the
Crazy,
accent.
man.
I think he even said it with the accent. He was like hummus.
I don't even want to ask this, but was he white?
Yes.
God,
he was
very
very,
white, dude.
he was very white. He's very,
Dude, some
very
people
white.
are so embarrassing.
I think he was trying to be like, I appreciate Middle Eastern culture. That's why I took the effort to learn how to pronounce it correctly. Shame on the rest of you.
I kind of respect that. I mean, you're going. I mean,
I respect the effort.
yeah, I respect the effort.
execution is embarrassing.
Yeah, but I say hummus, and that's like a very popular food in my culture.
Yeah, and you're black.
That is not true.
I think everyone knows the truth here. We know that you are the second melanated voice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, what happened? Oh, okay.
I just had to move it.
I'm glad this is probably our lowest energy podcast that we've done so far.
Lowest energy. I feel like this is pretty good though.
No, we're
Very
doing
relaxed.
good, but like me and Lance are tired because we shot basketball for like 20 minutes.
It was more than 20. It was
It-
like 35, 40
It felt like a long time, but we're like gassed because
Wow.
we're just both pretty unathletic right now, and like just shooting. I think we should go back later,
Yeah, we'll go back later.
and then we should play like horse or something, and then actually like do some stuff. But I was surprised at how tired I was afterwards, especially my right leg.
We looked at the clock and it was like 1:02. And then we moved to the other court and started throwing up like half court shots and did all this crazy shit. And then it felt like 25, 30 minutes. It went back to the clock and it was like 1:10. It was terrible. Like, just walking the courts was probably about the whole 8 minutes. 'Cause they're kind of big, you know.
Yeah, that means that like you guys are just tired just from walking.
Dude, we walked so far.
The courts aren't that. I mean, a full size basketball court's 96 feet, I think.
We went back and forth a couple times.
Yeah, we walked back and forth a couple of times. God, we're washed up. I think.
Oh wait, that's a yawn from
Oh yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Wait,
Yeah,
is what's
I'm
his
also
name?
tired.
coming back.
Wait, who? Oh, Laquan.
Yeah, he has a story.
Does he actually?
I don't
What's
want
the
to talk
story?
to Laquan right now. I feel like
Yeah.
he would somehow drain my energy even more.
He's like a Dementor.
What?
Oh,
So
Yeah,
harsh.
he's a Dementor.
It's like
Yeah,
the meanest
he,
thing you could
Just
say.
sucking people.
sucking people left and right.
He sucks
suck-
their soul.
He sucks their soul, sucks their breast milk, sucks their cum.
Can you imagine what that was the Dementors actually did?
Yeah.
It's like Hermione's all of a sudden just like, my bra doesn't fit.
Yeah, the Dementors kind of were like the police of that universe.
Is
They
that
were
the
just, like,
subtext?
they were like assaulting unarmed, like I guess white kids. But if it was EOS, it would be assaulting unarmed like black kids, just taking their soul from them until they no longer trust, and then they would just like outside of their jurisdiction, just like attack people for no reason.
Wait, was there any black people in the Harry Potter movies? Wasn't like
Jeez.
Harry?
There were a couple.
Seamus Finnegan
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
and what's that dude's name?
Isn't it Dean?
Sorry, I mixed up Dean Thomas.
Oh, there's Lavender Brown, but then they switched her to a white girl.
Her name was Lavender.
And then, but then they switched that. Crab and Goyle used to be white, then they became black.
No, that's not true.
One
That was
of
a
them
different guy. That guy.
Well, the actor died.
Well,
He
the
got
thing-
stabbed or something.
Well, whatever.
God damn.
Who cares? But they didn't replace him. That was a different character.
Yeah, but
His
the
name
original
his name
actor was killed in real life. So that's why they had to replace him.
No, but in the books they also had a different character.
Yeah, I think it wasn't like one of the Quidditch players or something.
His name was like D'Artagnan.
I don't. Was it actually?
I don't know.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Are you gonna say that's racist?
Okay, but
It's
think this is
confusing whether or not it's racist.
this is J.K. Rowling. She made the one Asian character called Cho Chang.
She did name Cho Chang.
What
Just
the
throwing it up there. Like, did not care. What's that? No, that and they also made like the announcer black too for Quidditch.
Oh, Colin. No, not Colin.
His
It
name
was
his last name was Jordan.
Lee Jordan.
His name was Lee Jordan.
Oh, then the girl that Ron Weasley's brother dated, Fred Weasley, and Angelina Jordan, I think. Angelina Johnson.
For real.
Her last name was Angelica Johnson, something like that.
Mm.
damn.
And Harry Potter was not overly diverse.
I mean, it wasn't the worst. I mean, the main characters were like some whitos, but yeah, never mind. It wasn't diverse at all.
Well, I will say this: Harry would have been dead in movie 1 without Hermione.
What is what were the Indian girls' names in
It
it was like Pravarti.
Patel.
Patel. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The more I think about
they
this,
really leaned into stereotypical names.
well, even the. Okay, I was gonna say like the central, like the Romanian dude. Wasn't his name like Kokarov or something?
My
I feel like
God.
that's like a pretty
It was a pretty Eastern
standard.
European
Like
name.
you didn't really. It's like the first name you look up on Google. You're like, all right, that works.
Yeah, no, it was Igor. It was Igor Kokarov. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but then like if you look at the French girl, her name was not a very typical French.
No,
name.
it was like a Harry Potter name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fleur or Ron Weasley. Like she made up for the British and the French. She made up new names, and then the rest of the world. Just like, what's the first name I can think? Chang, Patel, Igor.
Cho Chang.
Lee.
Yeah, it's not great. Not great, JK. Rowling.
She really only got created for the Whiteos.
Oh, there was Kingsley Shacklebolt though. He was
He was African.
yeah, but that was like a Harry Potter name.
That was a Harry Potter name.
So but that was later in this. That was like the fourth or fifth book. So maybe she realized the fault in her ways later. Like after eventually, she's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, maybe her agent just like told her one day, like, "Hey, how about you not do this?" And she was like, "Fuck."
You made up all these names for these characters. Like, oh yeah, we need a Chinese character.
Yeah, but we need to be accurate for these other characters.
It's like
Cho Chang makes sense.
I can't believe she did that. That's so
Cho Chang is really the only option here. I don't understand what you're saying.
Think about all the Cho Changs out there that are waiting for their number to be called during Harry Potter. This is their chance to shine. Why did they decide to make Cho Chang the love interest? Like someone that was completely like unmentioned in the first 4 movies. And then just randomly they were like,
it was definitely, they told her, like, you need an Asian character and she needs to be important. So, she's like, all right.
and then she was like, what if her name was Cho Chang? And they were like, excellent. Most Asian shit that we've ever heard of.
Imagine being Asian and like walking up to the audition room and being like, yes, my name is blank and blank. I'm auditioning for the role of Cho Chang. Like just imagine just how
my name is Linda Harris. I'm auditioning for Cho Chang. And then having to like change your voice sound more Asian.
Wait, did you do that?
Oh, hello, Harry Potter. Please, can I be Ravenclaw, please?
That is not what you sounded like in the movie at all.
I'm just trying to remember. I'm not sure if it's accurate.
That is not at all.
Here, let me try again.
Please don't.
He put down the brewski.
Hold on. I gotta tap into the
I can't.
the Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Why did she get married to Bill Weasley?
There's only like 20 wizards in the universe.
Yeah, I know.
They're all like interbred.
I forgot. It was weird to think about because like you had this huge school for this universe that apparently only existed in this one bar in London, essentially.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Where there are hundreds of thousands of people just hidden there, I guess. But you also have this school which houses maybe less than 1,000 people. So then there are like basically no wizards, and then there's this like shadow war that's happening that is also like kind of affecting the. I don't know. It didn't really. The numbers didn't add up.
No, they did not. Well, like the entire army to fight Voldemort was like 20, literally, no, probably 15 people, and it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, mathematically, J.K. Rowling, we're putting you on notice.
We're putting her on notice for a lot of stuff.
No, oh, just for this.
Just for this.
Just for this. Putting J.K. Rowling on notice.
She thought about the days when